Hi, it's Dovnas, Favro product expert here. Today, we will be talking about board's permissions. In Favro, each board has its own permission that you can set up independently, giving you the access or permitting access to do changes on that board. Now, each board has its permissions menu here that you can press. And inside, we have two types of permissions: general board's permissions and status permissions. First of all, let's take a look at the general board permissions. There are three types. First, guests can add and edit cards by simply allowing guests to do actions on the board or just view what's inside the cards without any possibility to edit them. Second, members can configure this board. Now, what does it mean to configure the board? Let's turn this off and see what actions are available and not available when this option is turned off. Now we have the same board here, which you can see I can add new cards. But if I try to do any changes in the board setup, for example, filtering by doing, I will not be able to save this view for myself or for my colleagues to view it. This is going to be only available for me. Same goes for the additional views. I'm not allowed anymore to add additional views that I could filter, sort it out by myself so that it could affect the views of my colleagues. This makes that only the views that have been created before are the only ones that you can reach, view, and work in. The third option, which is called members can add and edit cards, turns all of the permissions off and does not give the members any option to do changes on the board. Let's see how that looks. I have the same board where you can see I no longer can create new cards, or if I open up the card itself, I'm not able to change the status, add any additional fields, or even add text. The only option what I'm allowed to is to add a comment. Same goes for the filtering options that I'm not able to save anymore as a view or add additional views to the board. Also, automations. I'm no longer able to add any automations on the board that would affect the board's content. Now that were the main board permissions. Now let's take a look at status permissions. Now, status permissions allows all members or specific members to change statuses of the cards. This really can help out when there's a specific stage or status that you would like to review only yourself and be able to move cards out of that stage when they have been reviewed, checked, or fixed. Now, in this menu, you can see you can allow cards to be added in the status or not allow. You can also choose what members can move cards into this specific stage. So let's choose count. And in this menu, I can also choose to what statuses the card can be moved to. So let's keep it to all of them and save. Now on my other accounts, I am able to change the card into doing status as we set it up before, but going from doing status, I'm no longer able to change it into a different stage. And that is due to the setup that we made on the board permissions that only a specific person or members are able to move cards from that stage. And that's it about board permissions. Hope this was helpful and enjoy using Favro.